Hey, sixth graders, on Tuesday, March 11th, questions 2, 4, 6, and 8. So we've done a lot of these. In this case, you've got to figure out what the coordinates are when you're given the equation c equals 2b plus 6, which could also be written as 2b plus 6 is equal to c. So it says here, it represents the total cost C of B sets of beads and one necklace string. Graph the relationship on the coordinate plane. So we know it's a two-step problem because there is multiplication and addition. Those are the two steps. So what we can do here is make a table. We know from talking in school that the x-axis is going to run horizontally, the y-axis runs vertically. And in this case, the x-axis is going to be the independent variable, the y-axis will be the dependent variable, and b, the number of sets of beads, is going to be independent. C, the cost, is going to be dependent. Remember, the cost is dependent upon the number of beads you buy. So now we're just going to plug in values for b and run them through the equation to get the value for c. So let's start with a 0 for b. If b is equal to 0, 2 times b, that would be 2 times 0 plus 6 is equal to c. So obviously, order of operations, we would do the multiplication first. 2 times 0 is 0, plus 6 is 6, okay? So now in this case, you might see, well, if we bought 0 sets of beads, how could we have to pay $6 in this case for 0 sets of beads? It would be 0, 6. Well, we talked about you may be ordering from a catalog that has other items, and you're gonna pay that $6, and I'm assuming it's a shipping cost, or it's a total cost. You would pay, it would probably be some sort of shipping cost that would be added to the total cost. And you probably are buying some other items other than beads. Now, if you bought one box of beads, it'd be 2 times 1 plus 6. So that would be 8. So it would be 1 and 8. And then 2 would be 2 times 2 plus 6 is 10. Okay, so 2 and 10. And notice we're going up by 2 each time. This is going up by 1 each time. And then our connecting line would look like that. Okay? I'll help you a little bit with number 4. The graph shows the total cost of C buying one parking pass and tickets to a concert. Write an equation from the graph that could be used to find the total cost C if you buy one parking pass and T tickets to a concert. So this is, again, a two-step because you have the tickets to the concert and then you have a one-time parking fee. So you're going to have the tickets and then the total cost. You're going to have to add that one-time parking fee to the cost of the tickets to get the total cost. So let's look at the grid and let's look at the coordinates that we've been given so far. So our T is 1 and we go up to our C of 30. So it's 1 and 30. Then our T is 2 and our C is 50. And then we have 3 and 70 and 4 and 90. So the difference between our costs after each ticket is bought, it goes up by 20. So that 20 is what we're going to use to multiply by the variable T. It costs $20 for each ticket. And if you buy one ticket for $20 and end up spending $30, that means the parking fee has to be $10. So it's going to be, a lot of these things look similar. So it's 20T plus 10 is equal to 30. And just check it. If you plug in a 2, 2 times 20 is 40, plus 10, that would be 50. 3 times 20 is 60, plus 10, that would be 70. Okay? All right, so I gave you a lot of help on those two. So number 6 and 8, you figure it out. You've got a graph. You've got to take the graph. I would make a table and make the coordinates, and then you have to come up with the word problem that would match that. And just as a preview, we may be doing something like that in class, something similar to that. And then number 8, explain the difference between the graphs for y equals 3x and y equals 3x plus 2. What's the difference between those two? Maybe you make those graphs. Maybe you just make a table for each one of those. I mean, it's probably easier to make a table for y equals 3x and y equals 3x plus 2. Put your x here and your y here. And then insert some values for x to see what you get for y, and then compare them, compare and contrast. All right? Okay, I will see you on Wednesday.